Welcome to the journey of the Cranky Cynic as we explore digital echo chambers. Can we escape the rabbit hole? What if the most dangerous dictator isn't a person, but an algorithm? You scroll through the feed every day, but have you ever stopped to consider what it's really doing to your mind, your choices, your reality? This isn't just about what you see, it's about what you become when the digital architects of our world control your mind. In my cranky cynic world, I'm looking at the evolution of the rabbit hole, from Lewis Carroll introducing the metaphor in 1865, to Grace Slick singing about the white rabbit in 1967, to this dystopian society of the Matrix in 1999, and to our world today. Are you ready to join us on this journey? Are you curious as to how this rabbit hole has evolved and how it becomes a cautionary tale for the digital echo chambers in the age of the algorithm? Come join us over the next few episodes as we explore the evolution of the rabbit hole.
I don't need no stinking script, because when I tell a story, I'm telling a story. It's me telling a story from my brain to you, and there ain't no AI that can recreate that. Not my crazy brain. So remember, it's real, it's authentic, and God only knows where it goes from here.
Down the rabbit hole. In 1865, Lewis Carroll introduced us to the phrase "down the rabbit hole" in his novel Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Lewis Carroll was the pen name of Charles Dodgson. He was an English author, poet, mathematician, photographer, and Anglican deacon. His creative process was rooted in mathematical puzzles, wordplay, and children's fantasies. The phrase "down the rabbit hole" slowly entered the English language as a metaphor for going off on a tangent and wasting time. We get interested in something to the point of distraction, usually by accident, and often to a degree the subject really doesn't seem to merit. Down the rabbit hole has since become one of the most enduring metaphors in the English language. In Carroll's story, it literally meant to fall into absurdity. But over the time, the phrase comes into everyday speech as shorthand for a distraction. Those moments when curiosity hijacks our attention and drags us somewhere we never intended to go. Today we use that phrase often, referring to getting deep into something or ending up somewhere strange. It's most commonly used as a metaphor for distraction. Lewis Carroll was not part of any drug-using subculture, and his metaphor of the rabbit hole was not inspired by any drug-induced altered states. A century after Carroll, the metaphor got a psychedelic makeover. In 1967, Grace Slick and Jefferson Airplane turned Carroll's imagery into a counterculture anthem with White Rabbit. The song's surreal lines: "One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small." The song reframed the rabbit hole as a chemically induced journey into altered perception. It wasn't about distraction anymore. It was about escape, rebellion, and the mind-bending promise of expanding consciousness. White Rabbit uses the imagery of Alice in Wonderland to illustrate the surreal effects of psychedelic drugs. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small. And one that mother gives you, don't do anything at all. And the song goes on to tell us, "And if you go chasing rabbits, and you know you're going to fall, tell 'em a hookah smoking caterpillar has given you the call." Obviously, Grace Slick was on quite a bender when she wrote that song. According to her own words, She was on a 24-hour acid trip, having written the song White Rabbit. The metaphor continues in 1999, when The Matrix took the rabbit hole from whimsical to psychedelic to dystopian. In the movie The Matrix, Morpheus offers Neo the red pill, and now he has an invitation. You stay in the Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. The metaphor becomes a warning that truth is dangerous, reality is fragile, and the rabbit hole might reveal more than you ever wanted to know. The film takes us to a dystopian future in which humanity is unknowingly trapped inside the Matrix. It's a simulated reality created by intelligent machines. The plot follows the computer hacker Neo, who is recruited by Morpheus into a rebellion against the machines. The red pill and the blue pill represents a choice between learning an unsettled life-changing truth, the red pill, or remaining in the comfortable illusion of ordinary reality. That's the blue pill. In the movie, Morpheus explains, you take the blue pill and the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill and you stay in Wonderland. And I will show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Now here we are, more than 20 years later, in the 21st century. And the rabbit hole takes on new meaning, getting lost in a topic, researching one thing and ending up somewhere entirely different. It becomes a metaphor for digital distraction, falling into something by accident and giving it more attention than it deserves. That now becomes a fact of everyday life. And now, in the age of social media, the rabbit hole evolves even more, this time into something far more insidious. No psychedelic drugs required, no leather-clad cyber prophets needed, just an algorithm, nudging you from one video to the next, one conspiracy to the next, one outrage to the next. What began as a Victorian fantasy has turned into a cultural tale about how easy we can be led astray, distracted, or radicalized by the digital wonderland the world has built for us. The cranky cynic truth is, we didn't just fall down the rabbit hole. We built it. We optimized it. We monetized it. And now it has become our world. In our introduction to the Cranky Cynic, we talked about Diogenes as being the founder of the cynical school of thought, the philosopher wandering around with a lantern, searching for an honest man in a world of deception. As we explore the evolution of the rabbit hole, we're doing the same thing, searching for the genuine truth and diverse perspectives, but this time the world is curated by the algorithm. Another tenet of the Cranky Cynic was the 5-minute university promise. When I introduced you to the Cranky Cynic, I promised you short jabs to the brain, not long, mind-melding lectures. So over the next few episodes, we're going to explore the evolution of technology in the modern world with quick, sharp insights designed to break into the cycle of mindless journeys down the rabbit hole. Join us for our next episode in this series, when we'll talk about the story of The Matrix. When it hit the theaters in 1999, it was seen as a science fiction masterpiece. But it's become much more than that. Be sure to join us. Give this video a like. Please tell us what you think about the rabbit hole and the journey ahead in the comments. And subscribe as you follow us down the rabbit hole.
Because when I tell a story, I'm telling a story. It's me telling a story from my brain to you. And there ain't no AI that can recreate that. Not my crazy brain. What did you like? What didn't you like? Let me know, because just like technology itself, this is just one step in an evolution of ideas that I'm sure is going to be an exciting ride.